So, different form of examination, but what if we say in such hearings and pursue a line more like asking the official, given this data that we have, these statistics say of the problem, and given you're working on the coalface, so to speak, of dealing with this problem, that's your commission here, what do you advise might be helpful to make things better? What do you suggest? Now, you may get in response the official being extremely vague and talking in very general terms. And you can gather from that continuing this sort of line of inquiry may not be very successful. Well, that will be fairly clear to your public, your audience. We, in a sense, have achieved what might be necessary. We've sought to find answers where answers are not very forthcoming. Right. We need answers from somewhere else. And that's all you know at this particular point. It doesn't look as though there's going to be much salvation in the situation as it is. It may well get worse or remain as bad as it is, unless we find some other solution. And that may be now fairly apparent to anyone who's been following the hearing in question. So we have reviewed the gravity of the problem, the degree to which it is a problem, and the possible solutions that the administration thinks it's able to implement. And we may make an evaluation from our own point of view whether we think that's likely to be successful. And if it isn't, we might seek a political solution to reviewing and taking a different line on what the department needs to be doing. We're not blaming the official. We are assuming that the official is the best person for the job. The job being to carry out the actual wishes of the political leaders he is responsible to. If the leaders do not wish him to continue because they feel they can find someone better, in some sense, then they will. If they don't, then in some sense, politically, your electorate, so to speak, will behave accordingly, where such political system gives opportunity to do so. In a sense, there's no stress. We're simply saying, well, this is the consequence of this situation. And if the electorate chooses to cut across it politically, then it will. In other words, we, from our perspective, simply know the way ahead, the feasible way ahead, and that which is most likely to bring the best outcome as far as we see it. It's not for us to be calling for the resignation of an official. It is for us to be displaying the course of events of the policies that have been carried out in relation to the data that we have of the problem itself. You would think it goes without saying that we would prefer the nobility of our inquisitors as regards wanting to pursue what they understand to be the true benefit to the people, rather than their own career in relation to the well-being of themselves. And that's what is the really big ask. Not some assumed sovereignty of the official to do what is right. The evaluation of his performance must be in the evaluations made by the person to whom he is responsible to, according to his contract. If anyone is to be criticised, the buck finishes there, which in our political systems means the one at the top, the president, the prime minister, the commander-in-chief, so to speak. It's him that is to be judged, not the official. And a very unenviable position it is too. And from the Jesus story point of view, who made me a judge over you? I am not come to change the world. My kingdom is not of this world. And those that do need, or should, take such position of worldly authority, reap, of course, the consequences, which no doubt is why God chooses to have them there and change such from time to time. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.